Winter's arrival often leaves our gardens looking a bit skeletal, yet beneath the frost lies a wealth of natural artistry waiting to be gathered. I'm leaning into the quiet beauty of the season today, focusing on how salvaged wood and foraged pinecones can breathe life back into dormant spaces. The scent of pine needles and damp earth sets our stage. We are exploring 10 unique ways to elevate your outdoor areas using nothing but simple, rustic materials and a bit of handcrafted intention. From architectural height to whimsical focal points, these projects emphasize balance and texture without requiring an expansive budget. Let's gather our supplies from the forest floor and begin crafting a display that honors the winter landscape. Stark, salvaged wood limbs form a geometric triangle, providing a crisp contrast against weathered garden gates. These rough-hewn surfaces catch the light where silver glitter clings to the scales of every pinecone. You can see the jagged bark through the shimmer, creating a tactile experience that balances the wildness of foraged materials with a polished, intentional finish. Position this piece where the low winter sun hits the glitter directly for maximum impact. Keeping the weight centered ensures the structure remains stable during heavy gusts without damaging your gate hardware. Using floral wire instead of hot glue provides better durability against freezing temperatures, preventing the pinecones from detaching when the mercury drops significantly overnight during the peak winter months. Carving the tops off large pinecones reveals a woody, rose-like pattern that mimics late-season blooms perfectly. Secure these to rigid hazel or willow branches using small pilot holes and wood glue for a permanent bond. These organic flowers provide much-needed verticality in dormant garden beds where summer perennials have retreated, offering a sturdy silhouette against the flat, white snow. Varying the heights of your branch stakes creates a more natural, meadow-like appearance across your landscape. Shorter spikes work well in the foreground near pathways, while taller limbs draw the eye toward the back of the borders. Frost settles deep into the carved crevices, highlighting the intricate petal shapes that pinecones naturally possess when viewed from this unique, inverted perspective. Twilight settles over the garden as soft amber light spills through the cracks of upright birch limbs. These white-barked pillars stand like silent sentinels along the frozen path, their surfaces glowing with a gentle warmth. Crisp air carries the faint scent of damp earth and pine, while the flickering LEDs catch the crystalline frost clinging to the clustered pinecone bases. Moving to the maintenance aspect, ensure the solar sensors remain clear of heavy snow accumulation to keep the internal batteries charging throughout the short daylight hours. Positioning these lanterns near evergreen shrubs provides a dark backdrop that helps the white bark pop visually. Periodic wiping of the light housing prevents salt or dirt buildup, maintaining a clear, steady beam. Vertical birch or oak limbs of staggered lengths anchor this composition, creating a skeletal forest within your window containers. Deep brown pinecones sit nestled between the branches, heavily encrusted with faux snow or thick crystalline frost. This arrangement utilizes the negative space between the wood, allowing the architectural lines of the branches to stand out against the house siding. Pack the base with sand or heavy gravel to prevent the tall branches from toppling in high winds. Icicles often form naturally along the horizontal edges of the pinecones, adding a dynamic, changing element to the display. This layering technique provides a lush, full look that remains attractive even when viewed from inside through the glass window panes. Flexible willow or dogwood branches weave into a rustic lattice, providing a sturdy framework for the winter months. Each intersection features a pinecone coated in metallic gold leaf or weatherproof spray, catching the weak winter sun. These small glints of metal provide a sophisticated counterpoint to the matte, grayish-brown tones of the dormant wood and the surrounding garden landscape. Additionally, fasten the joints tightly with copper wire or dark twine to maintain the trellis's structural integrity against heavy snow loads. Placing this structure near an entryway allows the metallic details to be appreciated up close by guests. The gold finish resists fading in the cold, maintaining its luster throughout the season until the first green shoots of spring emerge. A soft, rhythmic clacking fills the porch as weathered driftwood limbs brush against one another in the breeze. Each piece of wood, smoothed by time and elements, carries the weight of a heavily frosted pinecone. The kinetic movement creates a shifting play of shadows on the floorboards, while the silver blue tones of the wood mirror the cold, winter sky. Hanging the mobile at eye level near a seating area encourages viewers to observe the subtle rotations of the branches. Using heavy-duty fishing line ensures the suspension remains nearly invisible, making the pinecones appear to float in midair. To keep the balance, distribute the larger pinecones toward the center, allowing the smaller, lighter twigs to dance on the outer edges. Sturdy branches bundled together with thick jute twine create a dense, textured barrier that filters the wind. Pinecones are wedged into the natural gaps between the vertical limbs, their scales providing a repetitive, rhythmic pattern across the screen's surface. This functional art piece offers a sense of enclosure in the garden, defining spaces that often feel too open during winter. Next, consider the stability by anchoring the main support posts at least 12 inches into the ground or using heavy planters. The natural oils in the bark help the screen weather the moisture, while the pinecones act as small pockets for snow to collect. This buildup enhances the privacy effect over time, creating a solid wall of white and brown textures. Thick suet pressed into the open scales of large pinecones creates a high-energy feast for visiting chickadees and nuthatches. These feeders hang from foraged branch arms, blending seamlessly into the canopy of your garden trees. The rough texture of the pinecones provides an easy grip for tiny claws, making the feeding process efficient for birds during the coldest morning hours. Locate these feeders in a spot sheltered from the prevailing wind to help birds conserve energy while they eat. Placing them near a window allows you to enjoy the lively activity and the flashes of colorful feathers against the brown wood. Refilling the suet every few days ensures the wildlife returns consistently, turning your garden into a bustling hub of activity. Small pinecones topped with felted wool caps or painted branch slivers transform into miniature woodland figures. These gnomes are mounted on slender twigs, allowing them to peek out from beneath the low-hanging branches of evergreen shrubs. The contrast between the prickly pinecone bodies and the smooth, frosted caps adds a touch of playfulness to the otherwise stark, wintry garden beds. Distribute these stakes at varying depths within your garden borders to encourage a sense of discovery for anyone walking by. Using weather-resistant paint prevents the facial details from blurring when the snow melts and refreezes. These small-scale elements break up the monotony of large snow-covered areas, providing focal points that lead the eye through the different levels of your landscape. Stark white branches reach toward the gray clouds, their tips sharp and clean against the winter horizon. They emerge from a heavy, weathered terracotta pot, a vessel that grounds the airy lightness of the wood. Surrounding the base, oversized pinecones are encrusted in a thick layer of crystalline frost, looking like ancient jewels scattered across the dark, damp potting soil. The dramatic silhouettes cast long, skeletal shadows across the patio as the sun dips low, creating a momentary sculpture of light and dark. This height provides a bold focal point that anchors the entire patio design, drawing attention away from the empty spaces left by dormant perennials. The scale of the branches creates a sense of grandeur and quiet strength. Integrating these textured elements creates a cohesive winter narrative, where the rugged bark of fallen limbs meets the intricate geometry of frosted pinecones. Whether you chose the height of a branch centerpiece or the subtle charm of garden gnomes, your outdoor space now holds visual interest through the coldest months. These sustainable displays provide structure while celebrating the raw, organic beauty of nature. If these rustic garden ideas sparked your creativity, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to Rustic and Rooted * for more seasonal inspiration. I would love to hear which of these 10 displays you plan to try first in the comments below. Your engagement helps our community grow, ensuring we continue exploring the art of handmade garden decor together.